Hi everyone, this is a video for Taurus Sun, Moon and Rising for October the 14th to October the 20th. This is just a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate, that's completely fine. I do use astrological placements and then get the tarot to clarify, so hopefully it does resonate. But if not, it's fine, we just move on. So I'm going to read the placements for this week for Taurus. So from the 12th to 15th, I know we're starting from the 14th, but we're kind of still in this placement. The Sun in Libra, 6th house, squares Mars in Cancer, the 3rd house. So this could suggest that you're not getting along with people that you work with because of some kind of lifestyle change that you might have implemented, or you are, there's like a clash between like productivity and people that you work with. 14th to 15th, Venus in Scorpio, 7th house, opposition with Uranus in Taurus, 1st house. So this is kind of very erratic energy, erratic, not erotic, erratic energy. And it's kind of like someone shouts at you and then they feel really bad and you're like, the hell was that about? You know? The 17th, we have a lunar eclipse in Aries. It's a full moon in Aries, but it's kind of a partial lunar eclipse in the 12th house. So this is an ending for you. Could be around ending some kind of mental health regime. So you could be loosening up a mental health regime. For others, this is ending something in your life that has caused you great mental health stress. And then also on the 17th, Venus in Sagittarius, 8th house. So this is quite harmonious for finances, especially shared investments, and also just feeling like you can speak your mind more and you're not necessarily having to hide away. It's just like a nice energy for speaking the truth. So let's get some tarot clarification and we'll see what that happens. So we've got the World in reverse, we've got Judgment in reverse, we have the Hermit, the Tower, Strength, oh crikey, the Queen of Cups in reverse, Two of Wands, Nine of Swords in reverse, Wheel of Fortune, the Star, and the King of Pentacles in reverse. And I'm going to get one more, a Ten of Swords. Oh Jesus, what the hell's going on this week for you guys? Well, the good news is the Star always comes after the Tower, so whatever is going to go down, that batsh's crazy energy, is going to be all right. But let's get an oracle card. I can feel everyone's like, I'm not going to watch this video. They're like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. We've got Imagine and Envision. It's like a nice creative energy. I like that with the Wheel of Fortune. It's like the universe will give me something to be excited about. I'm going to be as truthful as I always am with these readings, and you know, I don't sugarcoat it, but let's see. So what I want to focus on first is this Ten of Swords energy with the World in reverse, Judgment in reverse, and King of Pentacles in reverse. So this energy here, I want to look at this. So Ten of Swords, some kind of pain or grief over, I think, something that has not been able to, I think this is linked to the eclipse because there's something about an ending here. There's definitely something that you're ending, but for some of you it's like, it's so, the word insular is coming in. It's like, it's not, it's ending, but it's not at the same time. You know, we've got these two oppositions. The World is all about conclusions and endings, but then Ten of Swords is about endings, but then you have it in reverse. So it's kind of like one thing's ending, but it's not at the same time. This is kind of like closing the door, but then someone's peeping through the cracks like, hey, I'm still here. So for some of you, it's like, why does this guy keep coming back from the grave? This guy keeps coming back from the grave and torturing me. That's the kind of energy. And so funny I said that because we've got this hand coming out the freaking grave here. It just feels like something is not quite ended and you're like, I just want this to be over, for God's sake. And of course the King of Pentacles in reverse, which is like kind of immature and almost flaky energy. So this could be that you want an ending with somebody or something or a situation, but for some reason this person is rejecting that, or this situation's not allowing you to have this ending. So you're kind of just waiting in the wings thinking, well, what the hell's going on here? Why can't I get an ending here? And I think, I hate to say it because I'm all about agency and manifestation, but you kind of just have to let it happen, you know? You gotta go with the flow. Because I think that Wheel of Fortune really is about, not necessarily also fate and conclusions, but it's about being able to give up control and have faith in the universe, which I know you may not want to hear. But it's all about, again, imagine and envision these two together. It's so creative. And it's kind of like, I'm just going to let whatever happen. And then I don't have to worry too much about the situation. But it's more about you wanting to end something, but something external is not allowing you. I feel that's the energy. Especially with this Queen of Cups in reverse, with Nine of Swords in reverse. Nine of Swords in reverse is actually good because that's a reversal of pain. So it's like, okay, this situation's caused you pain, and so you want to get out of it. But the Queen of Cups in reverse is like this, it's emotional energy, and it's kind of like, not necessarily made you cold, but you're kind of like, look, I've got no patience for this situation anymore. I don't want to be doing this anymore. It's very detached energy. It's very detached energy, but with something that's also needy at the same time. There's something codependent here. But I'm like, I don't know, there's something. It's kind of, it gives me the idea of like, you know, when like you want to sign some divorce papers and the other person's not going to sign them, and you're like, oh, well, will you just please sign the divorce papers and let me breathe and live my own life and go away? It's that kind of energy. So there is this kind of awkward aspect, and that, you know, could be causing problems like this Tower moment, which is just like, oh, it's kind of chaotic and difficult. Especially because I mentioned in the astrology, if we link this to the energy of not getting along with people on the 12th to 15th, but also 14th to 15th, that energy in relationships, which is really erratic. It's particularly in relationships because the 7th house, Venus and Scorpio, which is very erratic energy. And again, it's like, it's not mutual. It's just a weird feeling. And then that Tower is like, dramatic. However, we do have some nice energy there because the Star is always about hope and faith. So again, it's like you can actually have hope and faith that this thing will level itself out. And the Strength card as well, that you've got the strength and the mental strength to push through, and so it'll all be okay. And of course, this Two of Wands is about seeing eye to eye with somebody as well, and mutual reciprocation. So I do think there is some positive energy here, Taurus, but you might have to go through the batsh's crazy energy to begin with. But there is a nice mutual understanding and hope and faith. And then of course the Hermit card, which is all about introspective nature and going within. That's it's a quite dramatic week for you, especially with the eclipse, really letting go of something. But I don't know, I think eventually the thing you're trying to let go of will also let go too, but it's going to be frustrating for you for a little while until you realize, okay, this has actually ended now. And that Star is all about that hope and that faith that, yeah, it's going to be fine. Like, I don't have to worry too much, or that like feeling of pressure on my chest has been lifted. Oh, it's kind of a crazy energy. It's kind of like brought my mood down a bit because I'm like, what's going on? It's just like, I know what it feels like to have something you just want to let go of, and like sometimes the other thing has let go, but it's still in your head. So you're like, well, I've let it go, but it's still not let go because I'm still there mentally in my mind. So yeah, I feel like that Two of Wands as well is like more of an open, broader perspective as well. So it's like seeing things in a way you wouldn't have normally seen them. So you could have issues here, specifically with co-workers and relationships, for sure. And then that might put you in your feelings. And, you know, be kind to yourself. We've got Mars in Cancer right now, which is just very sensitive, volatile, kind of, you know, astrological moment. It's just difficult. And it's in this pre-retrograde shadow period as well. So it's like, oh, you know, just feeling a little bit more sensitive than normal. But I do think that it's going to be a little bit rough this week, Taurus. Apologies, I don't want to manifest that for you. But I think we'll come out at the end feeling okay. And again, we have a bit of harmony in the stars anyway, especially with Venus and Sagittarius, which is a nice harmony. So I think it will be okay. Again, we have that star card, it'll be okay.